Good evening, folks. How are we doing tonight? Me and AR are just hanging out here and filming the last show from St. Petersburg, Florida tonight. Be moving to Orlando to a new shop and a new location. So thanks for everybody in the side chat for joining us tonight. And it doesn't look like there's anybody. Oh, there's one. There's one.
We got Kingpin
We
earlier.
got Kingpin and
DJ
Reb.
Rev Tyree and DJ Play Nice
Yeah,
said something earlier, and of course me and you.
yeah.
So, Reloader 762 just jumped in. Evening,
Hey,
Reloader.
Reloader, brother, what's going on?
Hope you're doing good, all of you.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're pulling very many people tonight. Is there somebody else streaming?
I don't think so. Heck, these days you don't know.
You never know. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking
could
right
be
now.
some. I wouldn't think so. I don't know of any. Probably.
Pretty early.
There's MacMan. How you
Oh,
doing,
there's
Mac?
Mac, man.
I have to say this. I just got about a 2 hour roof trying to sell me a roof. I told him, I said, cut the chase, get through, give me a price. And then I said, nope, bye. I got busy. Got to go.
God, that kind of price, that's expensive.
You
That's a
kidding
lot
me?
of money.
Yeah, I told him, I
And
said, I'll
for a
do it.
roof, for something, I mean, you're laying down something that's already pre-manufactured. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're actually
Mm,
building anything. You might be replacing a little bit of plywood and maybe soffit, but other than that, I mean, it's labor work. It's labor physically intensive work, and it is.
yeah.
I've re-roofed a couple of houses before. One house I re-roofed twice, my old house, because we had a 225-year-old live oak tree in the middle of our house, and our house was built around it. And it would drop every year a big branch right through our
Mm.
roof. So
You know what
we
my
had to,
brother did for his roof years ago?
huh?
He goes and buys the tin wholesale, stacks it in his yard, gets his drill out, climbs up on his roof, and lays it straight down with and just shims it and just does the whole roof over a period of weeks. Lays the tin right down on the shingles and lays it out. It looks like a pro. It cost him only $2,000
Yeah, that he's
back then.
using. Yeah, he's using the exterior roof as a membrane,
Mm-hmm.
padded membrane
Mm-hmm.
for the tin roof or the metal roof,
Yeah.
and it basically the membrane is what seals it, and then the tin is what gives it the protective from the sun.
Reloader's got some wheel weights.
Oh,
Yeah, congrats. That's good. Wished I had a 5 gallon bucket of it. Whoa. Got Dale Pogue here. Eagle Reloads. Vanessa Kitty. Good to see you. Guns and Barbecue.
all right. Hey, barbecue, I sent you a link, brother. It's the last show. I didn't know if you were going to be able to make it or not, but I sent you a link, so check your Peaky box.
I think you sent what CW a link too, right?
Yeah, I sent
Yeah.
CW. I sent a Quest, a Perfect Load, a link, and I sent. I think the only person I didn't send was Jamie, and because I didn't have, um, for some reason, I don't know. Maybe I can just go do that real
Hey,
quick.
you got Jerry Parker in here. Tactical Fud. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I had to squirm out of a sales technique. I said, "Get to it, buddy. Let's get the numbers. I ain't got time." I said, "I've been there. Let's get through it." You can tell he started. I said, I know they want you to do this." I said, "But just get to
They're
it."
trying to sell
I
you
mean,
everything and the whole package.
warranty and everything. I said, "I don't care about the
Yeah,
warranty.
yeah, I don't care about the
Don't
one.
mean nothing
That'd
to
be
me."
dead in 15 years. Give me
Yeah,
a break. Give me a
that's
roof
actually
that lasts at least 15
that's
years.
that's exactly what I told him, guys. I said, "Hey, I don't give a crap about the warranty." I said, "I'll probably be dead in 15, 20 years. You know, it's just a fact." So I don't care. Yeah,
uh,
a roof is a
good
roof.
lord.
Vanessa says, I've been to St. Pete several times. I got to fish mist in the fishing bridges there.
Yeah, the
Okay.
St. Pete community, I really am going to miss it. I tell you, Vanessa, what happened the other night. Now, I'll tell you this, and you tell me. This is okay. I grew up in Orlando, and so I'm used to law enforcement in Orlando, and my dad was a fireman. So we are always, first responder family type thing. And basically, I got in a little trouble when I was younger after my mom passed away. But the bottom line is, the other night I got lost. I walked up to the store because I was craving a hot dog, and I went up to the 7-Eleven, and some homeless guys helped me get to the 7-Eleven. And when I walked out of the 7-Eleven, I was lost. I was like, I didn't know if I made a right or a left because the kid was helping me into the
Mm-hmm.
7-Eleven. I didn't remember which way I turned. So a cop pulls up, and I'm like, hey, brother. I go, I'm trying to get back to my house, and I live over off 19th Street, and I'm trying to figure out which way to walk. I'm legally blind.
Mm.
I'm just trying to get my way back to home in the right direction. Can you point me in the right direction? He goes, I'll do you better than that. He goes, I'll give you a lift to your house. I go, well, I'm carrying a concealed weapon, and he goes, you plan on using that on me? And I go, no, sir. He goes, well, we ain't gonna have a problem. And he goes, get in the front seat. I go, I went to get in the back seat. And he goes,
Wow.
don't ride back there. That's where all the nasties ride. He goes, get in the front seat where
Not
the
many
human,
cops will let a concealed carry get in a car with him like that.
and yeah, and not in the front
Mm-mm.
seat.
Yeah.
And had me get in the front seat, and he drove real slow down the road and was
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, see if you recognize your house, brother. And I said, well, it's 5518. He goes, oh, well, hold on. He flips up his spotlight, lights up the front of the houses. He goes, there's your home, man. I go, thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much, officer. And I shook his hand. Very nicest guy I'd ever met in my life. Like, I mean, I really, I even said, I'm going to miss not living here anymore. And he asked me about it. And I said, I was moving to Orlando. And, but it was pretty cool. It was a good feeling that your community police were actually doing something to help people and not just, harass
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah.
Because he didn't even go in and get his coffee yet. He's like, I go, thanks for the lift. I go, are you going back on patrol? He's like, no, I'm going back to get my coffee when that's what I was going to get.
Got somebody called Zinc Master here. Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
Zinc Master. There's only one person I know that's called Zinc Master.
Unless he's got a new name or somebody new. Hobbies Hobo, Uncle John, Vanessa Kitty, I called Texas Reb Tyree. M. Gabriel joined us.
Okay, very good, very good.
Andy 79Z28, he's already signed in.
Awesome, brother.
He may have
Andy, do you want a link?
Hang on, guys.
Let's see here. I'm trying to get
Yeah, guys, I got a roof I got to do. Even though I'm older, I text my daughter. I said, get over here and shortly I'm going to put a vent on my roof, one of those electric vent fans. And I said, I need somebody to watch me in case I fall off the roof. I'll do it. It's just the way I am. All I do is cut about a 14-inch circle, 20 inches, something like that. It's not that big a deal. And I got to vent that attic quick. I should have did it years ago. But I want to see how it cools down my house, too. It gets up to about 130 degrees up there, maybe higher in the summer. That's a lot of heat up above me. And with a fan, it probably would, I'm hoping to drop 15 or 20 degrees at least. And got, who else? Timothy Burkett joined us. Good to see you, Timothy.
I even sent Chris from the 740 a link. But yeah. Basically, we're just going to talk a little bit. What we're going to be doing in Orlando. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do some more projects where we're going out and doing more shooting with the ammunition we make.
I thought it was Andy. It's Andy's other channel, Echo. Yeah, I kind of thought it was. Sorry, Echo.
That's all right, brother. So yeah, we're gonna just be doing some more shooting. We've been doing some ballistic testing and stuff. I've got a friend over there that works at a slaughter. Well, it's not a slaughterhouse. It's where they cut up the meat after it comes from the slaughterhouse, and sometimes they'll get meat that is questionable, and they can disapprove it. and basically that gets thrown out. And so I might be able to get a side of beef that is and put it in my buddy's back of his pickup truck and use that as a testing for shooting through bone and tissue. So that's going to be kind of neat.
Listen to this, guys. Eagle Reload says, normally I'm Eagle Ron. Yep, you are. He said, but it's in YouTube jail. What'd they do? Get your channel, Eagle?
What?
CW joined us. Good to see you, CW. Good to see you.
CW, I sent you a link, brother.
We sent you one up last night on a text, too.
Yeah, I just let you know. I didn't know if you wanted to come on the show today or if you had time before Jamie's show or not. I don't want to get you stuck on, a 4-hour thing. Spend hour and a half here and then 2 hours with Jamie's show and wear you out. I've
learned one thing on here. Well, actually, several things, quite a few things. But I've learned if you stay on here hour after hour, boy, you can go off the rails because you start searching for things to talk about.
Yeah.
And once you start searching, you go off the rails. So.
Yeah, if you start feeling yourself searching for topics, that's when you need to go. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. You got a little indigestion there. Excuse me. Start looking for looking for topics. You're fishing, and you end up always bringing up what's on the bottom, like an old shoe or a catfish or something. You never get a big mouth bass or anything worth anything. You always get a big old nasty shoe or something.
I've seen those Paul Harrell meat targets. I've seen compare 9mm to 40, and interesting how 40 will drive through deep.
Oh yeah.
His testing.
40 is a serious caliber. I learned, I towed back in let me see. That was 97, maybe 2000. It was either 97 or 2000. I was on the scene of a shooting, driving a tow truck. And I was there to tow the police car that was involved in the shooting. And 2 officers pulled over a couple of fellas that had robbed a pawn shop in Apopka, Florida. And they were over in Pine Hills, Florida. And they had robbed all the guns and ammo and stuff out of the shop. And when the officers pulled them over, they didn't really know that they had just robbed a store or nothing. They were stopping them for a vehicle type thing, like a bulb burnout or something like that. And as they were pulling them over, the driver of the suspect vehicle got out, pulled a Glock 23 out of the side of the door and opened fire on these 2 patrolmen. And killed one of them instantly with a headshot and hit the other fella twice in his vest, right in top of his trauma plate. And he, to this day, is still disabled and can't walk without the aid of arm braces and stuff like that. It was a Spanish fella that lived through the shooting, but I was there to tow their car. And so that's when I first learned about 40 caliber and how strong of a cartridge that was. And it's no joke. It really is.
People laugh about it and they mock it, make fun of it, but it is a stout cartridge compared to 9. I don't care what you say. It is.
You got a heck of a lot more meat there. And it's not lacking on speed like the 45 ACP is. So it kind of makes up the difference.
Of course, 10, boy, it's really bad, the bone.
Oh, yeah. If you find one loaded to actual 10 specifications.
I think it comes down. You know what I think it is, Echo? The 40. Everybody knows it was created by the government, neck down 10, and they just kind of want to. And I'm that way too. Everybody go, yeah, we know it's the government made it. Well, yeah, they made it, but still, it was a good caliber. I've had 40s, a lot of 40s, and I liked every one of them, and they shot good.
I blame this. The 40 dying off is basically a lot of people say, well, the 9 millimeter's gotten better.
Yep.
Well, yes and no. The 9 millimeter is always going to be a 9 millimeter, no matter how you slice it. It's only going to travel so fast, and it's only got so much area on its meat plat to cause damage. And basically, and it's only got so much weight for penetration.
I tell you, some of my research guys on this, Echo, you may have heard it, says no matter all the research out there and police FBI shootings, the only time the 40 or the 9 is excelled in a shootout that equals the 357 or anything else, it's usually a plus P. It's a hot 9. If
Or
it's
a
a hot
plus
9,
B
it'll
plus.
kill. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would work. But outside of that, they said it still seems anemic. But once you start in that plus P category and up, boom, they see good results with it.
Barbecue showed up. Yeah, let's bring him in. Oh, did I hit the wrong button?
No, I did it for you.
Oh, okay. Barbecue, what is going on, brother?
Not much, you guys?
I'm just hanging out, doing the last show from the St. Pete shop.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, unfortunate that, that's the case, but,
Yeah. Hey, life changes, people change, things change, and locations change.
Hang on,
That's
Andy,
right.
I'll send you a link. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Sending Andy a link.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Zinc Master. So, barbecue, what have you been doing?
Today, went out, ran some errands that I had to accomplish this morning, including a doctor's appointment. Then, and that's about it. Now just out tending to the chickens and the duck. Gonna have to get the kiddos out here because the chickens are wanting to go under the coop, so they're gonna get to play army and go crawling to flush out the chickens when it's time to put them back in the coop. Kind of wondering where the heck my duck just went.
Your what?
My duck.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a Peking duck, just a little fella still, and he's actually a bit disabled. So I worry about him just a tad bit more than anything else because he didn't know it when I got him, but he is blind in one eye. He has like an abscess or something below it, and something real funky. But yeah, so he's blind in one eye. His beak is a bit crooked. What else he got going on? Oh, his left wing is all goofed up. Like it just didn't grow quite right. And he walks a little funny. And I don't know if that's because maybe that wing throws off his balance, or if it's just a matter of him not being able to see out of that eye real well, or maybe even at all. So.
Well, let me tell you, from being that I have one eye and I'm missing my left eye, and that I walk with a limp. Let me tell you something, okay? Speaking from that duck's perspective, he's doing really good. He's walking, he's talking, and he may walk in circles sometimes. If you let him walk for long enough, he'll walk in one big circle like I do. And that's just a little bit of a limp, but all good. I thought you were describing me. I'm like, did you get that duck from the same place where my parents got me? Should have named him Echo.
Well, I named him Uno because of the one eye, and then when I bought the ducks, I actually bought 4 ducks, and the 3 healthy ducks all died. So ironically, he's the last duck. So again, Uno, I was like, well, that was kind of fitting, I guess, bud. But yep, so he's a trooper, if anything. The frick is over there.
I agree. Reloading 7.62, not good to get shot with anything. It still hurts you.
Oh yeah. I don't recommend anybody get shot with anything, not even a BB gun.
And I won't go into gunfights or anything else, or how many times I've been shot. That'll shock everybody, but I will not discuss. I will not discuss that publicly. That's kind of a joke. Just kidding, guys. But it's a radio-controlled car video there. CW says. I'm checking on German Shepherd Pup. I just got a text. I'm trying to see if it's AKC registered. There's Andy. What's up?
There I am, the Zinc Master.
Ah.
Yeah, I kind of didn't figure nobody copied your title when I seen that earlier.
It's I got a strike today for a video that's been up over a year. General Flynn talking about the election and other things, and they took it down. They don't want any conversation negative against the 2020 election, or they'll take it off and give you a strike.
Oh, that's real fair.
They don't want anybody saying it was rigged or anything like that. So just a warning.
Yeah, Eagle
That's
says
crazy.
He got a channel strike, 10 days in jail. Eagle said.
You know, and I wasn't. I couldn't come. I couldn't like. I could come on as Andy. I'm on in the slide thing as Andy. I have both names logged in, but it says a week, so we'll see what happens. I can't do a live stream, so I was trying to do a live stream, and so I just have to. I can do it from here. That's all. I just don't have subscribers yet, and I can't. Obviously, let's see. I can't post a link, so I think Vanessa posted a link, and I'm slowly gonna everybody that I'm subscribed to, I'm gonna add so I can get updates on that channel from you guys as well. So I can make sure I'm informed both ways. And I want to back it up. I might copy all those videos onto this channel, but make them private.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sub your new channel.
And I make them private. And if, somebody, in case something goes wrong with the other channel, then I can always unprivate them.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you having problems with YouTube, Andy. That's
a lot of people are right now. Believe me.
Yeah.
You talk about the 50 billion donkeys. They kill you.
Yeah. It's equal to burning books, in my opinion.
So I'm trying to find another platform. And I'm looking in from all my research. I'm looking into something called Daily Motion. It's been around a while. I might even have an account on it. They have live streaming, but they limit you, I think, to 2 hours. Okay, and you can create a channel. Supposedly, it's free, etc. So I'm looking into that.
Right.
Because I was on. The other channels I have, like, what am I talking about? Odyssey, Rumble, Utreon, a bunch of others. And their streaming stuff is either non-existent or it only, if you want to use other than the 4-day list, you got to pay for it. So that ain't happening.
Yep.
So I'm looking for another avenue to live stream with and test it out without YouTube.
Yeah. I highlighted that Reloader 762.
Yeah, Reload 762. That's another one. And they don't want anybody talking about that stuff.
Like I said this before, Hillary has to be tied in with the CIA, the mob, or somebody, because I think she has dirt on people, and that's why nobody is afraid to prosecute her or do anything to her.
Well,
something's going on in that couple. It's not quite right.
Yeah, that's been going on like that for years.
Decades.
She's been crooked.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even talk about it, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really, seriously, they'll yank it.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm looking for my damn my factory crimp die. And and I can't find it. And I'm like, so now I got to go over searching another box. Hold on. I got to get a crimp die out so I can crimp these bullets up because I don't want to leave them not crimped and then go and stick them in an AR and have them jam up in a magazine and be like, oh, well, that's lovely.
You still got most of your stuff packed? Just
Yeah, I've got most everything packed. Just trying to read.
Yeah, I'm just moving my windows around so I can
350 Legend.
read the side chat at the same time. Okay.
Factory Crimp.
yeah,
6.5 Creedmoor.
I'm subbed to both Eagles channels. I think I have been for a while. New York Outcast, he's joined us. Good to see you, New York.
Okay. Yeah, so really if you were thinking of talking about what's going on in politics, unless you're for the Democratic side and post their stuff, they're going to take you down. I'm telling you. So
yeah, I agree. I know it's kind of like the free speech don't exist only on one class of people or one side, which is
well,
weird.
that's only on these type of networks. Okay, I mean I'm on so many other things right now. I'm on Truth Social, which is obvious. Okay, they now have the website up, so you don't have to use your phone anymore. They have. I'm not big on it. I'm connecting to people, but not people I know. And what else could I say about it? I'm just trying to think. Everything's pretty good on that. Let's see. I'm on so many different things right now. So it's let's see. Do I have it? Yes.
What barbecue go?
Truth Social. I'm on Odyssey, Rumble, Utreon. Okay. I'm on MeWe, which has been great since I started it. Okay. They talk about anything and everything, both sides. So, that's been good. Of course, I'm on Facebook, and they're, like same thing. They're letting people post things, but you get go just a smidgen too far, and they'll take it. They'll take down whatever you posted. They'll give you, it doesn't correspond with Facebook guidelines or that, and they throw up the political stuff. The facts you posted are not true. So the facts I posted, they're facts. You admitted that are not true. Okay.
Got Sam of Anarchy 92 with us.
Awesome.
Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, that's strange. A mystery.
I cannot believe I cannot find a die. The man of millions of dies, and I can't find what I'm looking for.
Most of the time when I can't find a die, it's in a press somewhere.
Oh, that was a good idea, too.
Yeah, me too. I did that. At least one.
Hey, listen, I went out and bought some Redding, what should I call it? Micrometer inserts for dies. And I was told by Redding it'll fit the lead die. It don't fit. So for my birthday on Midway, I bought the two dies that I had to buy. One's for 380, one's for 9mm, and on my birthday, so I got them for like $38 a piece.
Oh, that's a good deal.
So, and I put the inserts in, and they're perfect. But that's like, are you kidding me? I didn't think they were going to fit the lead dies, but I said, let me buy them anyway. Then if they don't fit, I'll just buy the cheaper Redding die that'll fit in it. That's all.
Eagle said he was talking ammo in a build and with a P80, and they took it down. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, well, they took down, Jesse P did an unboxing. They took one down on him.
Yeah.
He's appealing it. I haven't heard anything back, but they probably said too bad. And what hurts is there's so many people doing unboxings, and they're not getting hit, or they haven't gotten hit yet, but the stuff's been out there for a while. And that's not the only unboxing video he's got. So, I mean, All
right, check that out, Eagle. Instagram Live. I'm not familiar with their live platform.
Instagram's another way to go. I don't know enough about Instagram yet. I don't know if I think if your videos stay there, what, but that's another one. But again, until you find something you think works well, and the rest of us check it out and agree with you, you're not going to get us on it. So that's the problem. Okay, that's why I went up to Odyssey. I think it's a better platform for putting your videos on. Rumble's good also, but I think Odyssey is a little easier to navigate and make things happen. It's pretty straightforward. Rumble's like, you look at the, it's also straightforward, but there's the problem is anybody that's on Rumble, that's in our group of people that watch us all week long. We really should have a list like that, so we can, if you go on Rumble, you can subscribe to them all. Mm-hmm. And same thing, anybody on Odyssey, if you had everybody's channel name, you could subscribe to them all, just for backups, because who knows where people are going to go once YouTube's going to get worse.
I've tried Facebook a time or two over the years. Every time I do, I get disgusted. I'll see.
Well, Facebook.
Even my own family, I'll look at some post and I go, unbelievable, and I'll just get off, and I will never go back to Facebook.
Well, you can unfriend your family and whoever you don't want.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to watch it. Okay.
It's just I can't take what everybody posts. It's just bizarre.
Oh Lord!
You go on Facebook, unfriend the people that you don't want to see their posts. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
If they're friended to you, they're going to see your post, and if they want to comment on it, you'll see the comment. But
I could give you some little examples, but I won't go there.
Yeah. No.
I love it. I absolutely love it, and I still can't find my die. I don't know what I've done. Okay.
Did you pack it already?
Yeah. Well, no, all my dies are in these little things for, hold on. I know where it is. I remember now. Back in 1964, I was playing hopscotch right around the corner from here. No, I'm just kidding. I ordered it because it came in the kit with the dies. It came in the box with the dies because I got the expensive box of Lee with the factory crimp already in it.
Oh yeah, you ordered the 4 die.
Yes, the 4 die set. So now that's where I'm at now. Now we're going to be digging for 223 Remington dies.
Has anybody been looking at that new Lee press? The 6-pack it's being called.
I have not.
Lee has a new press. It's really, so far you can't buy it. It's around $350 list price. It's 6 stations. It does not use a shell. It does not use a turret head or anything like that. It's fixed stations, and it kind of works with all the dies, and you can add all the case feeders and all that stuff to it if you had it already. But it's a six position progressive press. Mm-hmm. Around $350. I'm sure it's going to come out around $279 when it comes out. I don't know. I really have no need for another press. I have more presses than I know what to do with. I'm probably going to give one away on a thing, but it's just I like the versatility of the different presses for different purposes. So.
Oh yeah, and Andy, when you go to get rid of something to somebody, I know a fella that is just getting started and is looking for a first press to just get started and reloading a certain bottleneck rifle cartridge that he can no longer afford because it's not they only produce it once a year.
Okay, well, how big is this cartridge?
300 Savage.
Is that so? That's like a
308.
It's a 308 3006 size. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just about any press will load that. I'm toying with the value turret press from Lee. It's worked great. I set it up once. I did a video with the 3 loading 38 with zinc, and I set it up for that for the first time using it, and it worked flawlessly for what I set it up for. What the purpose of all these presses that I have is because then I don't have to reset up presses.
Yeah.
Like I have my Lyman All-American 8. I have 2 turret heads. I have duplicated some dies, like, crimp die, 3006 crimp die on one. The other's got 223 crimp die. But I have all the things I want. I even bought extra the Frankfurt Arsenal micrometer seating, universal seating die.
Yeah.
I bought a second one of them, so I have one on each turret. One for 223, one for 3006. So anytime I want to load, all I do is switch the heads and I'm ready.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Easier.
And again, because 3006, I don't progressively load. Okay. So the turret is great because I do things in stage. Everything I do up to the point of charging the case is done in stages. So that's all the prep work, basically. And then, what I actually do is I even actually do flare them out, and everything's ready to go, including being primed, and they're stored in boxes. When I want to load, I take it out. All I got to do is drop powder and put a head in it.
D-Dub's with us. Good to see you, D-Dub.
All right, gentlemen and ladies. I have found the mystery box of let me turn on my other press. But I have found here in the nookies of the corners of Graceland here, I have found the 223 4-die set with the factory crimp die in it. So now we're in business, gentlemen.
Exactly where you left it.
Exactly exactly.
I tell you this about the 223. You get shot with it, it sends shockwaves and turns your organs into jello.
Yep.
That's why it's so deadly. Even though it's
it spins. Yeah, it goes in and tumbles.
Yeah.
And tumbles.
Yeah, and tumbles.
That's the key to it.
Just turns you into nothing but mush.
Yeah. When my dad was first in the Air Force back in the 60s, he was his older brothers were all signed up combat infantry in Vietnam. So he had to pick another MOS besides Loadmaster, which was going to put him in combat, situations, and he couldn't do that because the United States military, if you have all your brothers in the military and they're all in a combat situation, you cannot have all of them in a combat situation in case they die. Something like Saving Private Ryan, that movie, what it was about, is basically what I'm talking about. So my dad had to be a motor pool for a few years. For like 5 years, he was in the motor pool. And basically, he was driving generals, lieutenants, people with brass around to different meetings and stuff, and actually had to drive a couple of the generals over to Armorlight when they were doing the M16 project. And it was the XM15 project then, but more or less, he was the one driving a couple of times around people that were involved in that program in the manufacturing of the AR-15, XM15 for the first thing.
Got barbecue back with us.
Oh, okay.
Thought I'd mention it to you.
All right. BBQ.
Yo.
Did we lose you?
I had to make a phone call. Get one of the kids
Yeah, I
over
keep
there.
getting people keep calling me. And I'm
Yep,
just
yep.
like, my damn phone won't stop ringing. I'm just like, and most of it, and here's the thing, I don't know if anybody's noticed this lately. Have you guys been noticing how many calls you've been getting that are spam?
Oh,
Oh,
it's off the
constantly.
wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
insane.
like out of 25 calls, 23 of them will be spam.
There's something online called. Let me see. 1 second. I want to say it right. Uh, no, no mambo. No. Oh, no mo robo. So NMOROBO.com. Sign on. Put your phone number on it. You get a spam call. Go on there and put it in. And it's not for your cell phone. They charge you for cell, but for your home number. And you put it in, and by tomorrow it's blocked. Okay, and on the cell phone, I have McAfee blocker or something. I think it's
Yeah.
McAfee. I think I have
Yeah.
theirs on my cell phone. But what I'll have to look at the cell phone, see what it is, and it works. I only get maybe one a week. I mean, it'll pop up and say, robocall blocked, and I don't even have to. I don't even know I got it till I open up the phone. It doesn't ring or anything.
Yeah.
So there are some things out there you can use. Yeah, I got a phone call from a company. I ordered something from to try for tinnitus. One of these CBD cup gummy bear things, and I placed an order already. She says, "Well, we don't show any order here." I said, "You better show an order. I paid you for it." I says, "How'd you get my phone number?" She says, "Well, you must have signed on to the website." I says, "Well, I placed an order. I have an account." He goes, "Okay, I'm sorry to bother you." Hmm, hmm.
Oh boy, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, there's going to be a good show on, uh, again, Ultimate Reloader, if you guys watch that.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, he's going to be on. I'm not sure at the time because let me see. I got different channels here. Maybe I can. I got to just
6
get the
p.m.
right one.
Central, D-Dub says.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
thinks I got a
8, yeah.
notification, and I'm not sure when it's. Let's see, which one is this? Okay, this is. Let me get out of. Andy's going. Andy 79 is going off to look at his thing here and see what it says. It's set. It says 7 p.m. So it's in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click on it and be inside of it watching. He's going over like 15, 18 presses or something. 12 presses. There it is. 12 presses compared, I think, including the new Frankfurt Arsenal. He just got that.
He's did this before another time too.
Yeah, but now he's like,
Yeah.
he's he got a final press. He got like a Mark 7, and then he got the new Frankfurt. So
Yeah.
he's going to be. It should be a great review, but I just hope it's not 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So anybody having any fun this weekend? What are we doing?
Going-
Echo's moving, I guess.
I'm going swimming.
You're going
Outdoor
swimming.
pool, yeah. We'll hit the
Okay.
water in the park.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Tomorrow's gonna be a little screwy for me. Sunday is a halfway shot day because my cleaning lady comes, so I can go down in the basement and do whatever I want. But every 20 minutes, Andy, it's just like she does a great job, but she's afraid to break something, And it's like I said, just call me. So every time she wants to move something to clean behind it or whatever.
Be right back, guys.
I can't. My wife can't do anything anymore. She's got a bad heart. I won't let her exert herself. I mean, if she just vacuumed the living room, she'd be out of breath, huffing and puffing. The only thing I let her do are the dishes. I do the cooking, so she does the dishes. Hi, Hasbro. Welcome in. I'm surprised a lot of you guys missed me on Tuesday night. The Reloading podcast the show was all on me. It was the first 10 or 15 minutes. People they bounce around, talk, what did you do this week type thing. And then they say, all right, Andy, you're on. And I got a good hour in there all talking about Zinc. So if you watch the Reloaders podcast at all, you may want to go over to that channel and look at episode 400. Like I said, it comes about 10 minutes in, I start talking and stuff. So, a lot of people, I know Echo was there. I know I saw him in the side chat, but I expected a lot more guys there. I guess, they missed it. I posted it enough times on the live chats, but I guess people didn't see it. Eagle Rod says he watched it. Did you like it, Eagle? Well, I know I'm going to switch off to watch GavinTube. So unless it's going to be drawn out, I don't want to watch a 2.5 hour thing on these presses. So I don't know how fast he's going to go through it. Hasbro Zinc, the channel is called The Reloaders Network. Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Reloaders Podcast. The Reloaders Podcast. Yeah, thank you, Eagle. Yeah, there were, I'm not saying nobody was there, but some of the people that I really thought should have been there weren't. And, I'm not picking on anybody. It was like, I know Eagle Echo was there, a bunch of other, the Reloading podcast. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jason, that's 6-pack. I don't think it's out yet. I'm toying with it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah, well, again, anybody that wants to see it, it's about an hour. Like I said, you go about 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in, and then for the next hour, basically, we talk about Zinc. So if you want to know anything about it, go to them, the Reloading Podcast. I see if I can. Let me go to my other channel. I'm on here 2 times. Okay.
Got Hasbro out there, Jason Stewart. Good to see you guys.
I can maybe post a link on it. I can post it and someone else can put it up. Let's see. Where am I?
Oh, the Reloading podcast on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, you were
on. Yeah, I was there. Yeah. Andy covers Zinc very well that night. Just about every question you could have and more.
I tried to be as complete as I could. They told me the show is all about me. So, they said, you got to be able to go about an hour. I said, not a problem. So it's, I like that podcast. It's,
those guys are very good people on there.
You have different reloaders at different levels. So you're getting input from different levels, what they do. The one guy is like super nuts about long range distance shooting and accuracy. And thank you, Reb. One guy, I don't remember their names too well. I'm bad with names, but the one guy, he's out there, and you ask him a question about reloading 308s, and it'll take him a half hour to explain why you should load it more accurately than just put it in the press. Because he's, and he'll tell you, he'll talk about the neck turning, weighing the bullets, all that kind of stuff, Okay. So he gets very detailed for the guy that wants that information. The rest of the group is kind of, more or less like us. We can load better ammo if we want to, but we don't go to the extreme. Okay. But again, it depends on what you call extreme. I mean, like me, I'm going to put up a video. I don't know if I'm going to get to make it over this weekend. Okay. Actually, I have 3 videos I want to put up. One is going to be about annealing pistol brass, straight wall cartridges.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, and how to do it, because it's very easy and it's inexpensive. You don't have to buy a machine. You Lee makes a little tiny 5 pound pot or something for like $39 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, they're 10-pounder.
Yeah, whatever it is. So no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
even smaller. There's
Oh,
a
it is?
smaller one. There's like a 5 pounder, a smaller
Oh,
one.
wow.
Okay, and uh, you fill it up with steel shot, and I don't mean it's fine steel shot. I'll post the links to where you can buy the stuff. Okay, you turn the pot all the way up, let it sit 45 minutes to an hour. It gets to about 1,000 degrees. Okay, then all you do is stick the neck down into the steel shot, the distance you want to anneal it, and you got to test. You might run a few cartridges till you get the timing down, but you just dip it in. It's like I was doing 223. It was 6.2 seconds is what I have my clock set at on my phone, and I would put 6 of them in. Okay, push the timer at 6.2 seconds. It would beep, and then I pull them out. Okay, and you don't have to water quench. That's your option. Okay, and it works great. I did a video. It's on there. It's on my channel. It's what do they call it? Annealing with steel shot, I think it is. It's on my channel, but I want to do it now for pistol, because people keep asking about doing pistol. How do you do pistol? Is it worth doing pistol? Well, it depends on what you're shooting. 9mm is available like crazy. All right. But if you have some of the other, like 357 maximum, you have some of the other large,
454 Casull.
whatever. I mean, but
Yep.
various pistol calibers, 44 magnums, all kinds of stuff like that, where it's an average annealing machine can't do brass that short. Okay. And so if you want to prolong even 38 special, okay, that you want to shoot wad cutters out of for the rest of your life. Okay. I have brass that's 40 years old and it works fine.
Have
You
a good
know,
one, Eagle. Take care.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Eagles leaving?
He's out of school celebration dinner. Okay. He's gonna
Ah, thanks for coming by, Eagle.
so it's a good there's another way to anneal, especially the poor man's way, and you don't have to have a torch, you don't have to have a flame, and it works. And I mean, you can temp black the inside of the brass and go 6 seconds, pull it out. Did it turn black? No. Okay, go 7 seconds on the next one. Did it turn black? It's just starting to turn. All right, go 8 seconds. And you'll see it. You'll see it growing down the side of the case. You'll see, when you
That
anneal.
line.
Yeah, that line, you'll see it. So, it may be a little hard for you, Echo, but it's, if you put your video camera on the side of that pot, okay, and
Right.
had it on the screen blown up for you, you would be able to see it.
Okay.
It's just a thought of how you can see something that you have
Yeah.
trouble seeing.
Yeah, I've been learning some cheats. I can't read street signs anymore. So at night when I'm walking, I take my camera out and I blow up the street sign.
There you go.
And they've got low light lens, something in these cameras that help magnify light when it's low.
Some of them have night vision.
Yeah.
Low level
And
night vision.
yeah, I can see the street sign, and I'm like, oh, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
And it's true what they say, ladies and gentlemen. Necessity is the root of invention.
Absolutely. So basically, I mean, if you take your webcam, and you move it around to something that you're trying to work on, and that you have, even like when you are annealing on the annealies, don't be trying to look at the brass. Get your webcam on there, whether it's above or whatever, and
Right.
zoom it in to see the brass.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, and another, I'm going to be putting up a couple of rebuttal videos about how to use the annealies and not burn your wheels.
Hey, Andy, are you driving a ice cream truck in the side?
No, that's the truck happens to be going by the house.
Don't lie, Andy. Andy is a mystery of everything. He does annealing, he does reloading, and he does it while serving children ice cream, driving around.
You calling him John Wayne Gacy? John Wayne Gacy here.
And casting zinc bullets at the same time.
Yeah, casting zinc bullets. Awesome.
There you go. That's the tactical FUD. That's great. There you go. You use a webcam on his scales so he can.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
You know, if you use the balance scale and you have trouble seeing it, yeah, that's use your webcam. You'd be surprised. And I'm telling you, this cam that you guys are looking on at me, I bought two of these, and they're like $60, and these blow away anything I've ever had.
Yeah, they're clear.
You know, and I'm really, really happy with them. Okay, I have one of those. What do you call those little cameras that you use on, what's cheap like Christopher 740 uses to make his videos with.
Oh, the GoPros. Yeah,
I have a clone. I bought a cheap one, like $80, and it takes great shit, but it's a pain in the ass to work with.
Yeah.
Okay, and this goes to what I have here goes to 4K. So,
Sam says he secretly sells guns from his ice cream truck. Powder coated bullets too.
He's got
get your green coated. Get your cherry color.
He's got the zombie green bullets, and you go up to the side. Let me get a zombie green warhead. You think you're getting a ice cream cone, and he brings up a Ziploc baggie full of bullets, and he's like, "What are these?" Well, they're like zombie green ice cream, except a little harder.
I wanted those horny.
Remember a little harder.
Remember those horny bullets years ago with the green tip? I wish I could have got.
Oh yeah, the zombie bullets. I've still got some of those.
I always wanted some.
You wanted some? I'll send you a box of 223 ones.
Gavin's starting up now. That's letting you know you're gonna, Gavin's
starting now. Is it live, Gavin, or is it just a video?
It says it's a premiere, so I don't know if it's live.
Yeah, that's a premiere. Who is doing
video,
it?
That's a video with a
it's a video.
Live stream.
Ultimate Reloader.
Oh, okay, yeah, Gavin Tube.
Yeah.
Isn't that Am I Right Barbecue? You play the video and then you can actually interact with the chat, right, on a premiere.
Cover is the evaluation of the ammunition coming off these questions. I did that for my.
It's going to be a good one to watch. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'll watch it. I'll have it on in the background if I'm in the basement working or something. I'm not going to watch it now. It just take away from everything. Yeah,
I'm factory crimping with a factory crimp die. The last of these bullets that I made on the live stream for 223 and 5.56. Here, I'll throw a camera on me so you guys can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to do it, won't you get a camera?
Why don't I show it? Yeah.
I was going to say, you start to look like Angus Young there.
Angus Young.
That's what I thought when I seen you back. I said, Angus Young.
Yeah, that's what I call it. That's the too young.
They say he tried a bunch of costumes before he did that.
I'm going to get a couple of costumes too. Don't worry about it. Everybody's like, the costume man.
Just to all the people that came in later, if you run on a YouTube channel with videos, just beware. YouTube is on a serious crackdown on anything politically posted.
Yeah. Lead Bullet Junkie's with us. Good to see you, Lead Bullet.
Hey, Lead Bullet Junkie. So.
Yeah, I haven't been swimming. I ain't been doing much of any outside of, home physical therapy since COVID. I'm tired of it. I'm going to hit the pool.
Yeah. I'm tired of the COVID too. I just got the booster and I'm like, you know what? If I get it and I die from it, it was meant to be. If I I've done everything I can do to make sure that I don't die from it. You know, I took the 2 first shots, then I took the booster. So if I die from it, it's just because it's my time.
Well,
I've done everything I can do to protect myself.
So what are you telling these runners that have died? Have you heard about that?
No.
The marathon runners, several marathons, people collapsed and died.
Were they known to have COVID before they ran?
And no, every one of them in common was the shots.
Oh wow!
In other words, they were perfectly healthy people.
Huh.
Okay, they never had COVID. Okay, they got the shots, they got the boosters, checkups here and there. You know, in other words, I don't go to the doctor unless something's really bothering me. Okay, so you know, the last time I was at a medical doctor was when I had my shoulder, my rotator cuffs reattached. So I mean, I really don't go to a doctor.
I know COVID hurts your heart, causes blood clots, so it wouldn't surprise me that the shots
Okay,
do that.
But they're saying the shot. They're not talking COVID itself.
Right.
Yeah, they say the shots killed 65,000 people from blood clots through the heart.
Right.
And basically, but it's like this, Andy. If I get COVID with my type 1 diabetes and my kidneys and my high blood pressure and all that, if I don't have some type of protection, I'm history. So I have to have. Now, I am worried about what you're talking about because I have had some, I call it heart palpitations.
Right.
Where I never had that before, where your heart feels like it's kind of fluttering a little bit. And I've been having that. I had that for the first 2 months after getting the second shot.
Yeah.
And I've never had it again. But I did have some heart discomfort where it kind of scares you when you feel your heart kind of skipping a beat and stuff. You're like, what's going on?
Well, my brother, okay, had COVID before they knew what it was. Okay, before they were calling it COVID. And that was, how long is it now? 2.5 years going?
Yeah, 19.
Something like that.
Okay, well, he got it in 19, whatever time frame.
Yeah.
Before they called it COVID. He has never regained his sense of smell or taste, and he became diabetic.
My daughter don't have her sense of my daughter was here the other day. She still don't have a sense of a taste or smell. Sense of smell.
Yeah.
And
the nurse in the ER. Okay, this is what. Okay, I go to the hospital quite a bit because of my condition with diabetes. I get sick and I have to go to the hospital. So bottom line is I've spent a few years of my life in the hospital up to now. And just because of my diabetes. But the bottom line is I asked the nurse that was waiting on me one time that I was in the hospital with, and she has been a nurse for 31 years, she told me. And I asked her, I'm like, hey, it was right when the first batch of the antiviruses and stuff were being issued or given to people. And I was like waiting because I wanted to get one. I was like, when are they going to make it available for sick people? I want to, now because they did it by age. If you were older in the state of Florida, you were able to get it quicker than if you were 20 years old, which makes sense.
Right.
So basically I went in and talked to her. She had COVID twice. And she has never been able to regain her taste. And she says she suffers from migraine headaches now that never once before had any type of bad headache problem or anything. And now she gets headaches so bad she can't even go to work sometimes. And she told me she's been a nurse for 31 years. She recommended that I just stay away from people and not get the virus. And just try to stay away from people, and not get the antidote or
The shots.
Yeah, the shots, because she's seen so many people come back with real bad problems, I guess.
Yeah,
But
well,
I went ahead and took it because I hadn't
well,
have a choice.
you have to make your mind up one way or the other for yourself.
Other,
So,
yeah,
you know, no one begrudges you that you got it, and nobody begrudges you that you didn't get the shot.
yeah,
So
I
you
had
have,
one, and I haven't did a booster, so I'm
you
just
know, you have to make that decision for yourself. My wife's heart doctor said, "Do not get the shot."
oh
Okay, because her heart situation. She said,
yes,
"I'd rather you take your chance if you get COVID than to get the shot."
Well, that's the thing with COVID was they made this giant ordeal out of it. Which, yes, a lot of people were dying, and this was a very transmissible disease just because of the incubation period, things like that. And apparently, while the disease is actually incubating, you're contagious still.
Yes.
And that was the big problem. But at the end of the day, people if they were like, oh, we're just gonna do this bull crap to um lessen the curve, all that fun jazz, cool, do it for 2 weeks and reopen the country. At that point, say, hey, this is what we're dealing with. If you have any of these risk factors, here are some measures that you may want to take. You may want to do this, that, or the other thing. But keeping the country shut down for 2 years, shutting down the world for 2 years, really, has had absolutely catastrophic effects. And at the end of the day, that's what we're seeing now, though, is they're saying, hey, you're going to have to live life, and if you have some of these risk factors, use some common sense and live life appropriately. If you're 400 pounds, which I used to be, I'm not anymore, but if you're 400 pounds and diabetic and you're a smoker and you're over the age of 50 and all these things, you might want to avoid going into large crowds and other things like that, because it could be very deadly for you. Likewise, if you're 20 or 30, you're in moderately good shape, things like that. If you do get it, I'm not even sure if I had it. The only reason I think I might have had it is for about a month, some things tasted very funny to me.
I had the same thing. But I got tested 3 times negative, and not the same day. One day, 5 days later, 5 days later. No, you don't have it. So I don't have a fever. I'm hacking up a lung, and my taste is gone.
Yeah, I was sick for about 3 days, and I got a fever and stuff. I figured, it might be the flu. But then when my taste was affected for so long, I was like, maybe it was COVID. But I was never tested or anything. And, being blind myself, it's not like I'd get to just go out and roam. So it wasn't like I was this huge risk factor to infect other people. And at the time, I had actually been exposed to, I think, 3 or 4 people who did have COVID. So, I mean, there is that small chance, but also knowing how terribly each person had COVID that had it, because I guess they got that Delta variant, which was really freaking bad. So if I would have caught it, I should have had the Delta variant. So, but then again, I also have O negative blood type, which apparently is supposed to be extremely resistant to COVID.
interesting.
that is crazy because I also. My family comes from my dad, a strong heart, very strong heart. My dad's systems were failing from cancer, and his heart was the only thing keeping him alive. And the doctors told me, and the head of the ICU or critical care told me over in Orlando, they said the only reason why your dad hasn't died is because he doesn't want to. And it's because his heart is just so strong it keeps beating. And he goes, I have no explanation to tell you why your dad's still alive. He's like, the cancer has metastasized, all that shit. And but my dad's heart was very strong, and he had heart attacks, earlier when his years as a fireman, and breathed a lot of bad stuff because he was a fireman.
Yep.
And smoked. And but in the end, the cancer killed him and not his heart. His heart never stopped. It was just a cancer. And so that's why I was saying it really depends on each individual person. On you could be the strongest person in the world, go out there and get one of those shots and drop dead from it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, heck, you look at professional athletes. They were suffering from the enlarged hearts and all that fun jazz.
Yep.
You know, I mean, these are people that are in peak physical condition. I mean, you don't get any better than professional athletes.
Yeah, me and barbecue have the bodies of professional athletes.
That's right.
So we just wanted to let you all know, if you were wondering why we look so good on the camera, it's been from years of training.
Listen, I don't want to stop. I want to break in for a second. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, has announced there will be a vote on red flag gun confiscation, H.R. 2377, in the House week of June 6th when Congress comes back into session.
As long as it don't get to the Senate.
Well, that's where it goes.
Let's say, even if they were to just vote this on party lines, it's going through Congress. They have enough seats in Congress to just ram it through. It's Senate where we'll have to put a stop to it. And fortunately, you know, the thing is, because everybody's like, oh, well, it's 50-50 and they got the tiebreaker. Well, no, they don't, because they still have to get a 60% vote to pass it through in the Senate. The tiebreaker only matters for Supreme Court justices. You know, luckily, because they did try and pass that recently, and Manchin actually, you know, stuck to his guns and whatnot, because they were trying to make it where they could just be 50-50 and they're going to get rid of filibuster and all kinds of stuff like that. But, you know, Manchin, I'm not a fan of, but as far as
guns,
the lefties go, he's better than most. Yeah. So, you know, luckily, you know, he stuck to his guns, no pun intended, and didn't go through with that. And, you know, he caught a lot of flack over it, but he's like, you know what, there's going to come a time where they're going to be able to use it against us then, and we're not going to be happy about it. So let's just leave everything status quo and keep it moving. So, yeah, it's going through Congress, guaranteed. Yep. But Senate is where we can stop it. The only problem we have to worry about is if they get 10 Republicans to flip. But as long as that gets voted on party lines, it's dead in the water.
Yeah, everyone call their congressman too and talk to them about this.
My congressman is a Democrat, and you don't give a damn.
No, that's true, and mine are too. They're in the state of Georgia, a red state. We got 2 Democrats. Go figure.
Hey, you can say they don't give a damn, but at the end of the day, if you're not calling them making noise, that's why they don't give a damn. Call them, make noise. At the end of the day, they still may not give a damn, but you're making your opinion known. And the thing is, if you're the only person that ever called in, but you called in every single day until that vote happened, guess what they're hearing every single day? Do not vote on this.
Mine is Schumer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord. I write mine all the time. Mine Democrat.
Every time I send him an email, I get it back. He's like, I get an email back saying, we understand your concerns. We offer the Second Amendment. You know, I go, yeah, okay.
Crap.
Yeah, okay.
Horse crap.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was Schumer. My fault.
No, but I'm just, I'm serious. These guys, I send, I have the 2 email addresses. I send them both emails, and I get the same stupid letter, word for word from both of them.
I do too.
Yep.
You're in Georgia now, and I got 2 Democrats, and we haven't had Democrats since the '90s in Georgia. And the last one was Sam Nunn, that I used to vote for at one time, but years later I had to quit because Democrats went really far left, and they started going left in the '90s actually, under Clinton
Well,
originally.
don't just lump them in just because that D next to their name. Just because they got that D, don't mean they're necessarily bad. That's the one thing I
Well,
hate.
mine
Is
are.
Yes, I agree with that too.
I agree too.
people look at the letter beside the name, they just vote that way, and I'm like, what the frick are you doing that for? I mean, case in point, go clear back to 2016. Trump gets into office. We have control of both the House and Senate, and we get national reciprocity through. We get the Hearing Protection Act through, and both just sat on the floor in the Senate, never went anywhere. And their excuse was, oh well, we didn't have the votes. Tough crap. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I want to see the friggin' voting record.
Yeah, mine's very
And the fact
anti-gun
that
here in Georgia. Democrats are.
yeah, but the fact that they wouldn't bring that to vote tells me that they probably had Republican leadership that, well, not even the leadership, because obviously that was McConnell and everything, which McConnell is about wishy-washy as most of them come. But, there's definitely members of the Republican Senate that were probably going to vote against that or against those bills. And at that point, I want to know who those people are. So, I'm always in favor of, I don't care what the heck the outcome of the vote's going to be. The idea of, we're not going to vote on it because we don't have the votes to get it through. Who cares?
That's they're aware. They are aware of their own policies and politics of their own members of the party, and they know that these 5 people are going to vote no on the bill. So it's like they already know that. Okay,
that's like here in PA in our House of Representatives, we had a constitutional carry bill last year that passed the Senate on party line, which with party line vote, I think it had almost 60% of the Senate vote for it. But I think we need a 66% majority to override veto. Now, unfortunately, while the PA House is also Republican controlled, we don't have that kind of difference in the House. But so I was looking through the votes. We had, I think it was 7 Republicans who voted no for constitutional carry. We had 2 abstain from voting, and then we actually had 2 Democrats that voted yes, to go with constitutional carry. And I actually made a video on it. I was like, this is why you don't just sit there and, look at that little letter and, pull the switch for that name, or I guess, click the friggin' screen for that name. Now there's no more pulling switches.
We still make black marks on paper.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, my 2 Democrat senators are anti-gun here in Georgia. They're big anti-gun. I write them letters too, and they send me that thing kind of like they do with Zinc Master, Andy.
Yep.
Yeah, we support the Second Amendment. Yeah, right.
We want to just make it so hard that you don't want to be bothered.
Well, the other thing I like to do, even if those constitutional carry bills would have passed both the House and the Senate, they were dead in the water when they hit the governor's desk, because Tom Wolf, 100% anti-gun. There is no way he was going to sign those bills. With that being said, we did have another bill hit his desk that was to strengthen preemption law. Pennsylvania has always had preemption, and people are like, oh no, you can't do this in Philly, or you can't do that in Philly. Yeah, Philly goes and makes their own laws, but with the way it stands right now, which actually that might change very, very soon, actually. But with the way it stands right now, Philly just passes whatever the heck they feel like, and then when somebody gets hemmed up on whatever ridiculous law it was that they passed, and somebody pushes it all the way to the state Supreme Court, and they're like, yeah, you can't do that, preemption, and they slap them down, and the people are exonerated, all that fun jazz. But earlier last year, our Supreme Court actually had a dissent saying that you should not have to be damaged by a law to challenge whether that law is constitutional or not. I was like, yes, I like that.
Yep.
So
Take care, Reb Pyrie.
Good to see you, Reb. Take care.
see ya.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we're in New York's in a big fight for governor right now.
Yep.
Okay, and the Long Island people want to put in Lee, what the hell's his name? Lee Zeldin. Okay, and I know him personally, and he is for getting rid of the SAFE Act and everything. Okay, in New York, which would make a big thing, and he's got a tremendous following, and he's been all over the state, every major county in the state, and he's getting a lot of press, but he's still not running any ads or anything really on TV. But then I don't know. There's some other Republican now that wants to run for it, and then of course now we're hearing Cuomo wants to get back in and do things, and de Blasio is trying to get back in with something, and it's like, are you kidding me? And the one we have now, the woman, she's a nightmare. She's worse than the other two. So, they're trying to push things through Albany all the time, and the problem is it's way Democratic controlled in New York.
Andy, that New York mayor, he's not solving crime either, like he promised, is he?
No, well, he's done more positive things, but they're tying his hands.
Huh.
What's her name? Huckle, whatever the hell her name is. I'm telling you, they're all on top of him. They're like not letting him breathe. They're trying to keep him busy with other shit so he can't get his agenda done.
Yeah.
And even he's running for mayor, so it's governor. So it's like, I don't know, man. That's like, if we don't go red this November, we're in big trouble here in New York.
Oh.
I mean, I'm 69 years old. Just I'm in my downside of my life. You know what I mean? I don't know if I have 10 years left or 20 years left or 5 years left. And I enjoy I'm enjoying the things that I've created my whole life. And now we got the gun stuff. I mean, when I first started getting into guns, I was 18 years old. I mean, as far as pistol, okay, got my permit. I chased a gun store that was local to me. They had a range, and I wanted to become an instructor and teach the hunting classes. And I wound up with a sleeve full of credentials, and I was able to get a carry permit because of it. Okay, I had a carry permit till I was about 48 years old. I just didn't have the time for the stuff anymore. So at that point, I lost my carry permit. All right. They don't even want us to carry to the range.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of a little stupid, isn't it? I mean, I'm driving from my house to the range. I'm not stopping anywhere. Some people might stop at 7-Eleven to get some coffee or something, but either way, okay, you're on your way to the range. You have various guns in your car, and you can't carry to protect it. We used to be able to carry it when we were to and from the range. Now it's no more. Thank you, Sam. I mean, I'm healthy as far as I know. So yeah, I'm hoping, the downside, I get to enjoy myself, but I know I'm working till I'm at least 75 years old. I have to work till that age. And that's only because you turn around, it's like, okay, the last car I bought was in 2002. So, new car this year and lots of things going on in the house, putting lots of money out, and, the bills, I can afford the bills now, but if I stop working, I can't. Social Security, I'm getting a good number, but it just pays the house mortgage. So it's like, okay, so how do I eat and pay the normal bills in the house, Thank God I'm handy enough to fix 80% of the shit in my house, but I mean,
That's absolutely ridiculous that someone that's worked their entire life like yourself, Andy, cannot take his supposed to be his down years to enjoy life and relax after a long life of working and raising a family and everything.
yeah,
And now you barely can. You got to choose between making your mortgage payment and eating or working at 75.
yeah. Well, I mean, buying the car is kind of what like put me there. But what was I going to do? The car I was driving was just too old. It was in great
Yes.
shape. It was great shape. I have another old car. It's a 2008. It's like the hand me down from the wife. So I have a 2008 little Elantra, and then the wife has a 2017 Elantra that'll be paid off at the end of this year. Okay, but I'm always had an extra car. You know what I'm saying? So I just got rid of my Astro van. I got good money for it because it had a brand new motor in it, and a lot of other stuff. So I got good money for it, and I put that down against the new Hyundai Palisade. And I got as stripped down of a version as I could get here on Long Island, and it was still 40 grand.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so the payments on it are 6 years, $466 a month.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I have to work. If I got rid of the car, I would still have to work, but I wouldn't have to work a full-time job. But what I do is not physically hard; it's more mentally involved. I'm an engineer in electronics, and I'm an engineer. So I'm pulled all over the place for this company. I have been for the last 40 years that I work for them. 40 years I'm working for this company. Okay, it's amazing, and
God bless you, brother.
and it just kills me because I was like the chief guy for the longest time, and having problems with per se the general manager for years and years. We just rubbed each other and didn't like each other. Okay, and because I was always the guy that fixed the problems and proved him wrong all the time. That kind of thing, and he hated that. Okay, so they decided to hire someone to replace me, and they tried to get rid of me. The owner of the company and a few other uppy guys in the company said, "You got to be kidding me! He's the smartest guy you got in this company, and you want to get rid of him?" It's like So they kept me, and I moved to a different division, so I wasn't under his rule per se. We opened up a LED lighting division, and we were one of the first people on Long Island with LED lights, and I designed it.
Awesome.
I designed that stuff. Okay, I knew nothing about it. I cracked the books and learned it, and so X amount of time goes by, and too many people got into the market of LED lighting, and it became very hard to compete. So we closed those doors. And something I developed for the company in the electronic chip industry is what kept the company afloat during some hard times. And they moved me back into that company under that guy's thumb. But because I was away for 7 years, okay, we weren't at each other all the time. And they gave me to do. They stuck me I don't want to say they stuck me in a corner, but they put me in a very important position of all incoming product that we take and do for the customers. We're military based, so military can't use lead-free product. So that's the way it's made. So they send it to us to make it regular leaded product. And some of the processes in that, what we do is what I designed. Okay, and and then that guy, he should have been dead 18 years ago. He had lymph node cancer. He lived for 18 years, came to work every day, except unless he was sick or was getting a lot of therapy, chemo. And, and he treated me totally different. He treated me like I was a god. I couldn't believe it. Maybe the sickness. He was still a nasty son of a bitch, but he treated me differently because I think he realized in his overall, when I was vacant away for that 8-10 years with the LED stuff, they had a lot of problems they couldn't resolve. And when they brought me back, those were some of the things they handed me to do in the beginning. And I resolved all the problems that 3 other engineers that were hired to replace me couldn't solve. Okay.
Well, not to mention the fact that he might be resolving some final issues in front of the man here, standing tall before the man,
well,
and he may be answering a few questions he doesn't want to answer.
Yeah.
Got Georgia trapping out there. It's 7:36. Echo. Let me know when you want to wind
Yeah,
down.
brother, we could go ahead and start winding her down.
I just want to answer Sam. He threw something out there. Sam, I have thoughts of moving out to Arizona. I do have a friend out there getting something cheap, but the other half does not want to go. And it's not that we have relatives here, okay, to keeping us. She just says, what do we do if we go there and we don't like it? That's her problem. Okay. I said, well, wherever you live, you move to, you don't know people and you make friends. I said, you're living here in this house 23 years and you barely talk to the neighbors. So what are you worried about? So the answer is, yeah, there is thoughts to move out to Arizona. There's no income tax. The taxes on my house, similar house out there, is under $1,000. Here I'm paying $10,000 tax.
Wow. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Oh, my
New York
God.
is crazy. New York is crazy. So, the answer is, yeah, I have thoughts to go somewhere. The wife obviously isn't ready. And I don't know what to say. I mean, we lost our racetracks out here. I'm a drag racer. I haven't seen a racetrack in 7 years. It's too expensive. It's a 3-hour ride to the closest track, right? And if I go all day, let's say I'm going to win the race, okay, that's going to be 2 time trials and maybe 10 runs down the track. That's about 2.5 minutes of time on the racetrack for a total of 6 hours of driving and $600 cost to get there and back. So I've decided that is no longer worth it to me.
Feasible. Yeah.
So I have the race car sits. I take it to some car shows and, it depends on where you go in Arizona, Lead Bullet Junkie. My friend, where he lives, he keeps telling me, house up for sale. Yeah, it's not as cheap as it was. What he paid $70K for is now $150. But if I sell my house up here, I'm going with $500,000 in my pocket. So it's really not a problem to buy a $200,000 house for cash. You know what I mean? And
plus, you're going to need me out in the backyard in the race shop, washing and waxing the race car and helping keep your trash up off the floor.
Yeah. So, again, I know about the hot, Uncle Jim, but he's just outside of Glendale, and he says you go about 40 minutes north, you get 2 seasons, and it doesn't get to 110, it gets to about 96, 97. So that's more doable.
That's Florida weather.
Yeah, well,
but with dry.
Yeah, dry, no humidity. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm not worried about it. And I don't want to hold you up to close up the show. I just tried to answer that one, answer Sam.
Not a problem, brother. Not a problem. Barbecue, you want to say anything before we close up, brother? You promoting your shows or anything you got going on, brother?
I don't like to do that too much, but I am doing a fill-in show for Gizzard Gary tonight. That will be at 10 p.m. Eastern, the way Gizzard would normally do it for his show. It's just foul territory on my show, but on my channel, essentially. Gizzard is at NRAM this weekend, so he's not going to be able to be doing his shows. So, like I said, I'll be doing foul territory. Then I think DM Foss is actually going to be doing the early bird chat on Sunday. So if anybody wanted to tune into those.
And if you need a link to Barbecue's channel, on my homepage under channels, you'll find his channel link. Please come by and check his show out tonight for Gary, and join in.
Much appreciated, brother.
Yes, sir. Andy, what do you got going on, brother?
Nothing crazy. You know, I mean, I got a lot of house things going on. I just have my solar panels, which just put up a week ago. I got all new heat pumps coming in and stuff, getting rid of the old ancient stuff to try to save some money. Just did the bathroom yesterday. They put a new shower in. Just getting some things done around the house, and probably, like I said, I hope to make a video this weekend or two. But my channel's got a strike on it, so I can't upload anything right now. So I don't want to put it on this channel yet. I just, you know, I want it on my real channel. I'm going to move everything over to this channel, but it'll just take me some time. It'll just be a backup.
Yeah.
Appreciate having you guys. Good to have you, Barbecue. Good to see you, Andy. Good being here, Echo. You all in the side chat. I can call you. You want me to call them out or just go over them a little bit?
Whatever you want to do, AR, and if you got anything going on as well, brother.
I'm just gonna grill out and swim, guys, and enjoy the holiday. Yeah, and
Nice.
don't forget the fallen soldiers.
Yes, sir.
People that gave their life here. Kingpin's with us. Let me call it DJ Play Nice. Echo over here. Reb Tyree was with us. Reloader 762. MacMan. Reb Tyree. Guns and Barbecue over in the box. Dale Pogue. Eagle Reloads. Vanessa Kitty. Tactical Fud. Jerry Parker. Reb Tyree. Tactical Fud. Jerry Parker. I call Vanessa. Reloader 762. Zinc Master. M. Gabriel. Uncle John. Hobbies Hobo. Vanessa Kitty. Who else? Eagle Reloads, I called. Uncle John, I called. Tactical Fud. You guys are talking a lot. CW was with us earlier. New York Outcast. G-Webs jumped in there here a little bit early. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Reb Tyree. Hobbies Hobo. Georgia was with us earlier. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Appreciate him dropping by. Jerry Parker, I called him. Gabriel. Bear with me, guys. Zinc Master. You get a Sometimes these chats go a lot longer when they get to really typing. Vanessa Kitty. I'm over halfway, so I'm getting there. If I get you, overlook it, guys. I don't mean to not call you out. Sometimes I will skip. Somebody jumps in, especially right there near the end of the stream. Let's see. D-Dub D37 was with us. Timothy Burkett. Good to see you guys. Jason Stewart. Hobbies Hobo, I called. Hasbro was with us. Rib Tyree, I called. I think Realtor 762. Lead Bullet Junkie was with us. Sam of Anarchy 92. Who else here? DJ Play Nice, I called. Timothy Burkett. Georgia Trapping, Sam. Georgia Lead Bullet. James Pollard. Timothy Burkett. I think that's it, guys. We appreciate you being in the side chat. I enjoyed you guys on the panel. Always good to see you, Andy and Barbecue. And good to see you too, Echo.
You as well.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, we had a great show, and it's the last one from St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm moving to Orlando, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll be going there, setting up a shop in my friend's garage, and we're going to be doing it to it. Thanks, Sam from I wanted to say Sam of Anarchy 92. Your name looks new to me, so I'm just saying howdy to you, and thanks for coming by, brother. And thank all of my panelists and my co-host for coming on tonight and doing the last show in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Night, guys. Have a good one.
Good night, y'all.
God
See y'all
bless.
later.
Happy holiday. Well, I shouldn't even said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that kind of holiday, but
Yeah.
Remember our
Just
soldiers.
remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird
remember
how you
our
slip
fall.
like that sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's very easy.
Info Brothers, yeah, it's a solemn holiday, actually.
Yes.
Night all.